Hey everyone, thanks for returning. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that little subscribe button down below. This is Christian Adventure Gamer, and I'm Daniel the Paladin. And if you can see, I got a new shirt on with our logo on it, thanks to Riviera Screen Printing and Embroidery. I was very happy to find some place that would do that for us. And you'll see me at Gencon wearing this shirt occasionally. Some days, sometimes. So I figure I'm going to wear this shirt on Thursday, and then when I do interviews, I'll put the shirt on. That way when I'm in the camera, you guys can see my logo. But we're going to do some updates from Gencon. We're going to go through the list of games that since I last did a video, have been displayed or have been shown or shared on Board Game Geek. And then I'm going to go through where I left off and go through all the games. And I'm going to try to do it in a way that I can just make it as fast as I can without doing a lot of editing. And so there might be some points where it's just we're scrolling through things that we already talked about. I'm just going to scroll past those games as fast as I can to get to the next ones. And so let's dive in and get started. Alright, so the first update that we're going to be looking at is the new Pathfinder module, Heroes for High Delve. And down here it says, to celebrate Gencon 50, show co-sponsor Paizo, licensee Games and Gears, and Gencon have teamed up to provide a new Pathfinder adventure featuring Gencon's Ranger, Orc, Dwarf, and Sorcerer characters. The story takes place in Pathfinder world of Galarion and features these characters in the engaging story where players create their own path. So that's really cool. I might end up picking that up just for the collector's thing, Gencon special. So to enhance the module, Paizo has produced a new flip mat, Cavernous layer, featuring a 24 by 30 dungeon map. So definitely might pick that up. Devere Games debut at Gencon with free gaming session. Oh, that's cool. And there's the Fast Food Fear. Bring some friends and try Fast Food Fear. Okay, yeah. Or play Fan Hunter. Like two-player games, Holmes, Sherlock, and Mycroft. Okay, cool. And then the Game Anywhere tables. Again, I mean, they seem really cool, but I don't know if I like them. I think I like the Game Toppers a lot better. But, I mean, the price isn't too bad. In conversation with Tracy Fullerton. Again, she's going to be at Gencon, I think on Wednesday night, giving I'd say a spiel, but she's doing a conference, I think. Henry David Thoreau's lifetime experiences and self-reliant living at Walden Pond. So she's a director of the Game Innovation Lab at the University of Southern California. So that's really cool. And There Might Be Giants plays in 2 weeks, so that's something if you're going to go to that concert, be prepared. All right, and the next one. Les Zeppelin is going to have a concert on Georgia Street on Wednesday, so I'm assuming when they do the beer tapping, so definitely got to get into that. Looking for a free, awesome way to kick off Gencon. Les Zeppelin will be playing for all ages at the Georgia Street Party Tent. No badges required. So Thursday has sold out. All badges were nearing complete sellout. So there's only a few badges left for Friday. So if you're gonna go and you haven't gotten your badge yet, get it now. Dark Souls, Guild Ball, Trash Panda, Metropolis, and more. So I'm probably not really looking into I'm not looking forward to any of those, so I'm just gonna kind of skip over that. Wargaming.net, Gencon 50. Let's Battle. Not really sure what this is. I think it's a video game system. World War II themed vehicle combat games. Yeah. So, and then there's the Pathfinder module again. Heroes from High Delve. Talking about the characters again and stuff, so that's really cool. And then Tracy Fullerton is on that again. And then 2 weeks until Gencon. Actually, right now it's 9 days. There's a picture of the exhibit hall. I'm assuming it's probably from last year. Gencon tips. Gencon wants you to have a happy, healthy, fun, and safe time. So here are a few tips, tricks, and guidelines to help you make the most of your convention experience. Water, water, water. Carry a water bottle and stay hydrated. Yes, very important. Watching a band on Georgia Street, drink some water. Water, very important. Don't forget to eat. Yes, when you schedule your games and stuff, make sure that you have time to snack, plan meals. You want to stay fully energized throughout the whole thing because it is draining. Sleep. No, really, make sure you sleep. Gencon is a 24-hour show, so it's going from Wednesday when it opens for the live events all the way until Sunday when it closes. So make sure that you plan to sleep. It may be hot, you might be cold. So outside it's going to be very hot, but the inside is very cool. So if you don't bring a sweater, plan to wear something where you can wear in both settings, outside or inside. And footwear. Yes, you'll be doing a lot of walking, so make sure that you actually have some really good shoes on. Cosplay guidelines. Photography is fun, but please ask before snapping someone's picture. And they had signs all over Gencon last year. And then any kind of weapons, they don't allow real weapons, real knives, real guns. But if you have like a toy weapon or one that you made for cosplay, I think you have to kind of check that in somewhere. I think, and you always have to ask to take someone's picture before you take them. The golden rule, above all else, Gencon is dedicated to providing a harassment-free event experience for everyone, regardless of gender, sexual orientation, disability, physical appearance, body size, race, religion, or affiliation. Food truck takeover Gencon 50. You can't game on an empty stomach. Replenish your hit points with tasty food from Indy's best mobile eateries. For Gencon 50, your options have expanded with the new location, South Street, located conveniently to the front of Lucas Oil Stadium. And, oh, awesome. I was wondering what they were going to do with the influx of people. So they're actually opening up a whole nother street with food. That's awesome. You have no clue how awesome it is if you've never been to Gencon. And so here are the different food trucks that are going to be delivering or providing. Georgia Street, Capitol food trucks will appear Wednesday 5 p.m. to 11 p.m., Thursday 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., 4 to 5 p.m. With an hour changeover between 4 to 5 p.m. Okay, and then Sunday 11 to 5 p.m. The new South Street location between the ICC, which is the Indiana Convention Center, and Lucas Oil Stadium will be serving hungry gamers Thursday through Saturday. So that's good. That's where the big influx is. So good. New addition for the Kids Zone. The new Kids Zone area in Lucas Oil Stadium has ticketed events and free demos. The area is newly added are demo tables from Haba. Awesome. I love Haba. So the last update, and this will be the last update that we'll probably cover, unless there's something major that comes up next week. So Friday badges selling quickly, approaching sellout, which I just mentioned. Demo The Thing. So I don't know if you remember the Thing, the movie, that this is what that's from. And so they got a game based on that world. And then Play on Your Way with Asmodee Digital. That's kind of funny. Play on Your Way with Asmodee. I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced. It could be Asmodee. Gencon 50 Asmodee or Asmodee Digital. All the different games that you can play. I shows Pathfinder on there, which I do have, but I didn't think it was done by Asmodee, but maybe they got the license for that. Gencon 50 housing update. Gencon housing closed on Monday, July 31st, which I knew. Guests needing to make changes to the reservation should call their assigned hotels directly. And then some more tips, same tips we just went over, and then the Gencon swag. And that's it. So let's take a look at the games. So when we go through this list, remember that this was the last video. I'll be going through all the ones that have been recently or newly been posted on Board Game Geek too. I'm not going to be making very many edits to this video, so I'm just going to be scrolling through stuff and talk about the ones that I haven't talked about yet. So let's go through them. Okay, so Brain Games has Alien Entity. This is game probably doesn't sound too appealing to me. Hand management card game. It's a horror, so I'm just going to click not interested on that one.
And then Breaking Games has Aurora, a hand management pattern building game. It's got 7.7. I'm going to click undecided on that one. And then Sparkle Kitty. I know that Gencon, during the last update for Gencon last week, they did no one puts Sparkle Kitty in the tower at Gencon, so I think my daughter is interested in that, so I'm going to click undecided on that one because it's supposed to be a party game, so it might be fun. Card Lords, the Pirate's Flag, Take the Gold, another pirate game. So I'm assuming they like pirate games. And so one thing I like about this new system that War Game Geek has is that you can actually choose, what games or choose your interest level. I'll just say it like that. Choose your interest level. So you can must have, like, that's the game I'm going to get at Gen Con, or pre-order, interested in, want to know more, undecided, got to know more, and not interested at all. So I'm not really interested in pirate games. Catalyst Games Labs. Now, I watched the video of Dragonfire. This game looks beautiful. Like, the artwork and the gameplay seems solid, but the artwork is just so beautiful. It looks like it's right out of the 5th edition player's manual and stuff. So I am clicking that as a must-have because the game looks very solid. They have it on pre-order right now from Miniature Market for $41.39, I do believe, and then Cool Stuff Inc. has it for $42.99, and that's a lot cheaper than here. But if it came with some kind of promos, obviously I'd be picking up at Gen Con. But without the promos, there's no sense for me to spend the $60. I can wait because there's going to be other games I will be getting at Gen Con. It doesn't say anything there about promo. So, Master of Orion Conquest. So I've heard of other Conquest games, so this is just a different series, I assume. It's a deck pool building. So undecided about that. It sounds cool, it looks cool. Just keep going though. Another DC deck building game, Confrontation. I don't have any of the DC deck building games, but I'd like to, so I click undecided for them. Epic Spell Wars. Now, I know my cousin has this game, and he really enjoys it, I do believe. And so for there to be another expansion, I think that's pretty cool. It's rated a 10, but I don't know how many people actually voted on it, so click undecided because maybe he might be interested in that. And that was done by Cryptozoic Games, too. And then CSE Games, Fantasy Baseball, Fantasy Football. Not really interested in those. Gridstone, pattern building, not really my cup of tea. Junk in my trunk, hand management, card game. I'm clicking not interested on that one either. Diceborne Games, Diceborne Heroes. This one's only for demo. This one I am kind of interested in. It looks really cool here, but you can't always judge a book by a cover, but they're doing demos, so I'm going to click interested because that might be something I might pop in and take a look at. And then Everything Epic Games is doing Metal Dawn, action point allowance system. And this is for demo. Looks like it's got a 4.5. It's not very good. But you never know who votes on these so early in the game. Gateway Uprising by Fish Wizard Games. I mean, the artwork's really cool on the box. It's got a 5.5. Again, you don't know who's been voting on these. So I'm deciding. It's a deck pool building. A lot of deck builders in this Gen Con, it seems like. A lot of new game companies. Fully Baked Ideas, Adult Mad Libs, the game. I like the Mad Libs, the game that we have, but I don't know if I'd like the adult version. It might be very crude, which I don't mind some things being crude, but if it's just overly crude and it's not very fun for, you know, if you invite your pastor over or something and you play a game with them, you don't want them to think that you're, you know, a pervert or anything. And so, this might not be a game for my family. And then Flux, drinking Flux. I know there's a lot of Fluxes out there, and a lot of people that like them. I played a couple Fluxes. They're not bad. I think it's a game where the rules are constantly changing and what you have to do to win. But drinking and Flux, not really for me. Stoner Lunacy, not interested. King's Forge Gold, and this is by Game Salute. So that one, I played one of the King Forge's game. It wasn't too bad. So we'll click undecided on that one. And I'm assuming it's it's expansion from the base game. I didn't know if it was both expansion and standalone, but it looks like it's just expansion. And then I've mentioned this one before. I've looked more into this game. This game is very beautiful. A very solid game, it seems like. Easy RPG for families, so I'm definitely going to be checking that one out. And then Haba. I'm interested in any game that Haba has because I use their games with the kids I work with. So I'm going to click animal upon animal, and then caution under construction. I mean, the games might not be that great, but it's something I'm definitely going to be checking out. Crazy Corral, multilingual, first edition. On the Hunt for Dinos, Female Ballerina, Rally Run, Tiny Park, Happy Harpy Games, Just Keep Pushing, Just Keep Swimming, Just Keep Swimming, Hush Hush Projects, Fog of Love, Cooperative Play, Hand Management, Bluffing Card Game. For demo, well, why not? Just keep going. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, 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 just keep swimming. I'm going to do all these. Okay, Infinite Dreams Gaming. Warehouse 13, the board game. I think this is a TV show or something, at least it looks like it, so I don't know anything about Warehouse 13. But, dice rolling, hand management, bluffing, deduction. It's got an 8.4 so far. I'll click on decided. I want to check it out. There's demos going on. A lot of demos. I wish they wouldn't post the demos on here, but it's still kind of cool to know what demos are coming. But I think that's the only game that they have available at Gencon. They shouldn't just post a demo. They should, if they're selling other games and have a demo or something, that's I think would be more beneficial. Japanime Games, Heart of Crown. Not really interested in it. I just don't like the way they portray women in these games. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, pushing through. Alright, so there's more. Level 99 Games has Terrain Encounters. I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced. Card crafting. Not really interested in it, but it's for demo. And then Looney Labs has Math Flux. And that one I'm kind of interested in because I work with kids. So. Mayday Games, Cahoots. Not sure about that one. This one, 5 Seals of Magic, kind of look cool. I'll be checking that out when I'll click Undecided. Walk the Plank. Not really interested in that one. Mayfair Games. Barren Park. Not really interested. Caverna Cave vs. Cave. I'll click Undecided. Food Chain. Undecided. Iron Dragon. I'll click Undecided. Owls of Sky. Journeyman. I'm not interested. Riverboat. Not really interested. Oracle placement. Or tile placement. Or, yeah, both. Run Money Run. I've heard of this. I think I've seen a video on it, but it's not really for me. Mind Clash Games. Anarchy. Not really for me. Cerebra, The Inside World. I think this one's kind of kiddie-ish, childish, but I clicked Undecided because I want to know more about it. And then Mr. B Games, Alien Uprising. Not really my cup of tea. Madness at Midnight. Definitely not really interested in that. I mean, I heard some good things about this game, but it's just not my style of game. But that doesn't mean I won't walk by the booth and take a look at it. Because all my not interested could always change. It's not that I'm double-minded, it's just because I don't know anything about games. I'm just basing on, the title, the specific mechanisms of the game, and even the picture. Some games that have, good name, good mechanics, and a good picture, I'm going to investigate and see if I like. That's what kind of helped my story run. Stacked. Not interested. That's a trick-taking game. Well, I'm going to click Undecided because that might be something my wife might like. And Nevermore Games. Spires. Undecided. As either ODAM or ODAM Publishing. The Shared Dream. So, Undecided. Oink Games. A Fake Artist Goes to New York. Insider. Masked Men. Not interested. Okay, we're getting to where we got left off last time. Almost there. Portal Design. Planetoid. Or Planetoid. Planetoid. Ages 6 and up. Yeah, I'll click Undecided. It doesn't show very much of what the game's about here. Zephyr. Winds of Change. I'll click Undecided on that one. Looks kind of intriguing. Looks more intriguing than that one. Yep, just keep on going. Keep on going. There we go, Ravensburg. This is where we stopped last time. So, Bitter Up, not interested. Crazy Words Family Edition. I'm kind of interested in this one, so I clicked Undecided. So I'll probably poke my head on this one, see what it's about. And this for sale for $20. Ages 10 and up, so it'd be perfect for my family. Vegas Dice Game. Pictopia Harry Potter Edition. Not really interested in that. MSRP, $26. Sale, $25. Ooh, that's a deal. Tune for me, not really. Pictopia Marvel Cinematic Universe Edition. So I might pop my head in on some of these Pictopias. So Let's see what they're about. El Dorado, The Quest for El Dorado. Renegade Games has Atlas Enchanted Lands. Ex Libris, I've heard a lot about this one. Flip Ships. A Fox in the Forest, I've heard a lot of this one too. I'll be checking that one out. Undecided. Raiders of the North Sea. Scott Pilgrim's Precious Little Card Game. It's got a high rating. And so this one I'll probably pop my head in. I don't plan on buying it. I'm not really interested in the Scott Pilgrims, but just the theme and stuff is there, I think. So, Sentient, Resonim, I think that's how I pronounced Resonim, Visitor in Blackwood Grove, Restoration Games, Dawn Force, Indulgence, Stop Thief, I've heard a lot about that one, Rio Grande Games, Bonanza the Duel. So if you like the Bonanza games or you're a fan of Bonanza, there's a Duel. Coal Country, Link. That one's an abstract game. Oktoberfest. Rock Manor Games. Maximum Apocalypse. Set a Watch. Rule and Make. Skyward. Le Scorpion Mask. Decrypto. Not interested. Shoot Again Games. Bigfoot vs. Yeti. Pinball Showdown. I heard that was not a very good game. Simply Complex. The Climbers. Sit Down. Bad Bones. Magic Maze. I've heard some good things about this one. Magic Maze Security. Penny Papers and Dakota Smith Adventures. Sky Kingdom Games. The Stonebound Saga. So I'm interested in this one, but it's more of a deck builder. So I'm just going to pick Undecided, and it is just for demo. So I might pop my head and look at it, but I can only have so many deck builders because they get tiring after a while. You know, I mean, like there's nothing like playing a good deck builder, but sometimes I need to move things like miniatures. So Slugfest Games, The Red Dragon Inn, 6 Villains. So Studios has Mini Park. Village of Horror. Space Cowboys has Cities of Splendor. I'm very interested in this one because I have Splendors and it was a very good game. This one I think has 4 different expansions in this box. That's what I like about it. And it doesn't say it comes with any promos, so I may try to find a different price somewhere else, just because I don't want to pay MSRP at Gencon. If there's no need to. There's going to be other games I will be picking up there, so I have something to play. All the games I get there probably won't be played for a little while. And so I might as well just save money and wait. Time Stories. Lumen Fidaya? I'm not sure. Anyways, Unlock Squeak and Sausage. Huh. That's a funny name. Unlock the Formula. So I'm assuming that these are like the exit games or the escape games. Unlock the Island of Dr. Goose. Okay. Steamforge Games, Ltd. Limited. Guild Ball. Miniatures look pretty cool. Click Undecided. Guild Ball, the Farmers Guild. So, Trash Panda, Metropolis. So I hear Trash Panda, I think of Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy, because that's what Star-Lord called him. So, not interested in that one at all. Steve Jackson Games, Neurtoons, Munchkin Shakespeare Deluxe, Port Royal. I'm going to click, not interested in this, Munchkin. Stoneblade Entertainment, Ascension Alliance. I've never got a chance to play the Ascension games, but I heard they're good. So if you like the Ascension games, there's going to be a couple expansions at Gen Con this year, so you might as well go ahead and pick them up. This one's only $10. Can't beat that price. Ascension Valley of the Ancients, Ascension Year 3 Collector's Edition, Stonemare Games, Between Two Cities, Stronghold, City of Spies, Double Agent, Cottage Garden, Dark Moon Shadow Corporation. If you like the first Shadow or Dark Moon game, definitely pick up the expansion. I'm not interested in it just because I don't have the first one. So, Flame Rogue, Nations, the dice game, Unrest, Terraforming Mars, Hellas, and Elysium. Stuff by Bees, or Bez. Stuff by Bez. Wibble. Make sure there's nothing here that I didn't click interest or not interested in. Tasty Mitchell Games. Jiraku. Lemuria. Okie Dokie. Orleans. Trade and Intrigue. Samara. The Wood Games. Festival of 1,000 Cats. That sounds crazy. Ulysses Spiel. I'm interested in checking this one out. It's another deck builder, pool building game. And so it's for sale. I don't know if I'll buy it or not, but I figured why not? Why not check it out? Adventuria, adventure card game. Ultra Pro, Alternative Facts. Battle Kittens. If you like to watch cats fight or want to play a game about cats fighting, there you go. Fetch. Iron Curtain. Valerian, the Alpha Missions. Upper Deck Entertainment. Dread Draw. A legendary Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I wasn't a big fan of the series. I actually enjoyed the movie a lot better than the series when I was a kid. Shark Island. Versus system. Two-player card game. Monsters Unleashed. I'm going to click undecided on that one. I'm not going to spend $50 on it. I did that the first time that they released the Versus systems. I went ahead and bought the red box that they had. I can't remember. It's like It's like Marvel Superheroes. I can't remember the specific name of it, but I bought it, paid the $50, no promos with it, and then I could have just waited a couple weeks when it released on Cool Stuff and got it for like $30 or $25 or whatever it was. But I was so burnt. I was so ticked off because there's no sense of paying that much. Versus two-player card game, the Predator Battles. And then also this year, like actually in June, they released the X-Men Legendary expansion. So that will be at Gencon. I think they're having winner boxes of that. Uproarious Games, Word Domination. USAopoly. I do have an interview set up with them. I'm not sure if I'm going to go to that or if I'm going to cancel it. I'm interested in hearing their thoughts on games and family engagement and how games can be used in therapy, but they just have so many wide variety of games that most of their games are just licensed, so they're just taking another game and adding a theme to it. So I'm not sure if I'm going to actually interview them or not. But excuse me. They have Codenames Disney Family Edition, Codenames Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Gear Up and Rock Out, an awesome mixed card game. Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, the Monster Box, Monster Expansions. This one, I have the Harry Potter game, and I loved it. Me and my family loved it. I went ahead and pre-ordered this from Miniature Market. It's the only place that I've seen that had available for pre-order, but it's no longer available because they've sold out their pre-orders. So, sorry. I don't think it comes with any promos or anything at Gen Con. If it does, I mean, I pre-ordered them. I can always cancel my order, and it was like a little over $20. It wasn't the whole 30, but I may pick it up if it has a promo, or see if I can't just purchase a promo. Munchkin Deadpool, Munchkin Rick and Morty, Nefarious Becoming a Monster expansion, Rollers Deluxe, Super Mario Level Up board game. I'm interested in this one because the kids I work with, and then this is a game I think my daughter would really like. I watched a video on how it was played. It looked really cool, where you have like little people going up this little track. You can kind of see it in the bottom picture here, but you don't know who is who. I mean, like the person that controls one knows who they are, but they're moving other people to kind of trick other people to think of who they might be, and so it's kind of a very interesting mechanism. So I was going to check that out. May not buy it, but definitely check it out. Van Ryder Games, The Big Score, Detective City of Angels, Hostage Negotiator, Abductor Pack 5, Hostage Negotiator, Abductor Pack 6, Pack 7, Hostage Crime Wave, Demand Pack 1, Saloon Tycoon, the Ranch expansion, Vesuvius Media. Koval, the Dark Overlords. Not interested. Dar 7's Fall. Dar 7's Fall. Empire's expansion. Not something I'm really interested in. Vice games come together. No, it says mature adult. I don't think so. What does it say on the bottom there? Find your perfect match. Kama Sutra.
I don't think so.
I don't want to play a game about sex positions. Like basically, you and a partner have to get into certain positions that they show on a picture, and then you guys have to try to pop a balloon. I can see how that could be fun in a party, definitely a party game, but I don't think it's very appropriate for families. Darkest Night by Victor Point Games. This one sounds kind of cool. It looks kind of cool. It's a dice rolling adventure fantasy cooperative play. So I might pop my head in there and check that out. Nemo's War, 2nd edition. Twilight of the Gods. Wild Boy Studio, Wild West Shepherds. Whiz Kids, Approaching Dawn, The Watching Hour. That one looks kind of cool. It's got an 8.8. Deadline, Dicebot, Mega Fun, Dungeon Hustle. And so this one, I'm not quite sure what it was. It's got an 8. So I picked Undecided because obviously I'm going to be stopping at WizKids. And they have Dungeons & Dragons Tomb of Annihilation board game. They have the 2 different versions, the unpainted and the painted. I already pre-ordered this. And so, unless it comes with a promo, which I assume it won't, I'm super excited about this game. I really enjoyed the other 4. Castle Ravenloft, Wrath of Charlon, Legends of Drizzt or Drizzt. Those 3 were done by a different game company, but then I have the Temple of Elemental Evil. And so the only thing I didn't like about that was the trap system. It was very weird. But the Tomb of Annihilation, I'm very looking forward to this one. So excited to see it's there. The Expanse board game, Fantasy Realms. I've heard a lot of good things about this, so I'll be checking on it and stuff. Sidereal Confluence, training and negotiating in the Elysian Quadrant tournament at Camelot. Wartime, the Battle of Valiant's Vale. Constellations, XYZ Game Labs Incorporated, Robot Lab, the card game, not interested. Z-Man Games, Jungle, not interested. Number 9, Pandemic Legacy 2, Season 2, I'll be stopping and checking on that one definitely. Smile, Spynet, Valletta. And so that's it. I'm not going to be going back through any list, even if things pop. If they do, and I happen to be doing a video, I may talk about it. But this will probably be the last vlog I do until Gencon. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Remember to like and share. If you want to be a part of this channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. Thanks again, and have a wonderful day.